The efforts to secure the release of Keralite Nimisha Priya from Yemen jail have hit a roadblock. Nimisha, a nurse by profession, is facing murder charges in Yemen and is on death row. The negotiations with the family of Talal Abdo Mehdi, the victim, and their tribal leaders abruptly came to a standstill after Abdullah Ameer, the lawyer engaged by the Indian embassy, demanded a payment of 20,000 US dollars, approximately rupees 16.60 lakh, as part of his pre-negotiation fee. He has made it clear that discussions will resume only once this payment is made. On July 4th, a cheque worth 19,871 US dollars was already provided to the lawyer through India's Ministry of External Affairs. However, it is now reported that the lawyer had originally demanded a total of 40,000 US dollars payable in 2 installments before the discussions could proceed. The Save Nimisha Priya International Action Council raised the initial installment through crowdfunding. However, they are now struggling to explain to donors how the funds collected so far were spent. Without providing transparency on this, they don't know how they will be able to continue fundraising efforts to meet the second payment. The release of Nimisha Priya depends on the willingness of Talal's family and tribal leaders to forgive the crime, which would involve negotiating blood money. Nimisha Priya's mother, Prema Kumari, has been living in Sana'a, the capital of Yemen, for the past 5 months. She has been striving to initiate discussions for a waiver of the death penalty and to negotiate the blood money with the victim's family. She currently resides at the home of Samuel Jerome, an NRI social worker who is coordinating the activities of the Save Nimisha Priya Action Council. Nimisha Priya, who was barely 19 years old, left the southern Indian state of Kerala for Yemen in 2008 with big dreams. She had found work as a nurse in a government-run hospital in the capital, Sana'a, and told her mother, a poorly paid domestic helper, that their days of hardships would come to an end soon. But the 35-year-old is on death row for allegedly murdering Talal Abdo Mehdi. In 2011, she returned home to marry Tommy Thomas in a match arranged by her family. The couple returned to Yemen, where he found work as an electrician's assistant, but the payment was not much. After December 2012, when their daughter was born, they struggled to make a living, and in 2014, Mr. Thomas returned along with the child to Kochi. Nimisha decided to quit her low-paying job and start her own clinic in 2014, but the law in Yemen mandated her to have a local as a partner, and that's where Mehdi came into the picture. He had a textile store nearby, and his wife had given birth in the clinic where Nimisha worked. In January 2015, when Nimisha came home for her daughter's baptism, Mehdi came along for a holiday. Nimisha and her husband borrowed money from friends and family, together raising around 5 million rupees. And a month later, Nimisha returned to Yemen to start her clinic. She also started the paperwork so her husband and daughter could join her in Yemen. But in March, a civil war broke out there and they couldn't travel. Over the next 2 months, India evacuated 4,600 citizens and nearly 1,000 foreign nationals from Yemen. Nimisha was among a few hundreds who did not leave. She did not leave since she had invested so much money in the clinic. The clinic soon started doing well, but Nimisha also started to complain about Mehdi. According to the petition in the Delhi High Court, Mehdi stole a photograph of Nimisha's wedding when he visited their home in Kochi, and he later manipulated it to claim he was married to Nimisha. It says that he physically tortured her and took away all the revenue collection from the clinic, and that their relationship hit rough weather when Nimisha questioned him about embezzlement of funds. On several occasions, he threatened her with a gun and seized her passport to prevent her from leaving. And when she complained to the police, instead of taking any action against him, they locked her up for 6 days, the petition adds. According to the case, Nimisha Priya was convicted for the murder of Mehdi. Nimisha overdosed Mehdi with sedatives in order to obtain her passport from his possession. She planned to take her passport from him by making him unconscious by using sedatives. However, an overdose of sedatives killed Mehdi. To get rid of Mehdi's dead body, Priya received support from his colleague Hanan, a Yemeni national. The two chopped Mehdi's body before throwing it in a water tank. Nimisha Priya was arrested from close to Yemen's border with Saudi Arabia more than a month after Mehdi's chopped up body was found in a water tank.